everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Colts going up against the Jaguars. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Here we go. Blue landed.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with second and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Second and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
First down, Hackenberg. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here we go now. Green 39. Leopard, over.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They come out here in the eye.
Barney, over. No, check, Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the... And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Hackenberg now from the 50. Going to throw right side here, complete. 13 yards that time at a 1st.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. Blue landing.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a sloppy beginning for them. An interception on their opening drive, and now a missed field goal here on drive number 2.
Doesn't feel like they've shown up yet. It's been a very flat start. And against a team like this, you just can't let that happen.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
There we go with 2nd and 7.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green. Set. Lucky 50 cent. No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Hackenberg eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No, check.
Again, it's Hackenberg. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver high in the air to bring it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
go play action. Hackenberg. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So we've come upon half. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play action now. Hackenberg. Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Hackenberg from the gun on third. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. He only needed a few inches. He didn't even get that. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Boom, gun. Detroit. Set. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
To throw, Hackenberg. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Third down and 8 now.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On third down, Hackenberg. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Legs still chirp. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Hackenberg now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll go on the ground. Bulldozes past him. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Back blue line now. Look at 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. In motion, the tight end.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Set.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green 39. Watch it now, back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Set, 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. Look at 56. No, check. Patriot. Green, 39. Green.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Detroit! Over! Let's go! Over! Gone!
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Throwing left side, it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletic.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check, Patriot.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And the wideout in motion. Now Hackenberg. Looking left side, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Here's Hackenberg. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to work. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Colts, a final